Hello everyone, in this lecture we would be seeing about perfect competition as to what does perfect competition mean, and we would be discussing the various topics in it. The first thing that we would be discussing is about the meaning of perfect competition, then the features of perfect competition. After that we would be covering the short run equilibrium of a firm as well as short run equilibrium of an industry. Then we would be talking about long run equilibrium of firm and long run equilibrium of industry. And lastly, we would be seeing about the price determination under perfect competition. So, when we talk about perfect competition, what we find is that the general sense or the general definition that is prevalent of perfect competition is not according or not what economics actually means. In economics, perfect competition in general sense, first and foremost we will be seeing as to what does economics mean, of what does perfect competition mean in general sense. In general sense, people refer to having competition and rivalry as perfect competition. But in economics, lack of competition lack of rivalry is referred to as perfect competition. So essentially, perfect competition in economic sense means that there is no competition among the firms, and that there is absence of competition amongst the firms. The features of perfect competition include features. The first feature of perfect competition is that there are a large number of buyers and sellers. Uh, there must be large number of firms in an industry. Each individual firm supplies only that part of total output or total quantity in the market which it can produce. As a result, no individual firm is able to control the prices in a particular entire market. Similarly, there are also many buyers. So, due to presence of large number of sellers, large number of sellers, no individual seller is able to regulate and control the prices of the प्रोडक्ट के प्राइसेस कोई एक सिंगल एंटिटी वहाँ पे कंट्रोल नहीं कर सकती है या फिर इन्फ्लुएंस नहीं कर सकती है. Similarly, on the other hand, when we see the buyer's side, there also numerous number of buyers are there. That is, large number of buyers are also present. Large number of buyers also lead to the fact that individual buyers, no individual buyer can influence the price of the product in the market. The price of product is determined by collective forces of demand and supply. Price determination is done by the forces of demand and supply. Further, a firm is considered to be a price taker as he is not able to control the prices. Here we refer the firm to the firm as a price taker. Firm is a price taker. Each firm has to adjust its output or sale according to the prevailing market prices. The second factor or second feature which is of perfect competition is homogeneity of products. Products are homogeneous in nature, that is in a perfectly competitive market or perfectly competitive industry. For products of any firm would be identical. So it means that same type of product here, very exact replicas of the product are being created in such an industry or in such a market. Technical characteristics as well as of the product as well as services associated with the sale and delivery are also identical in this case. So every aspect of the product is identical. It is basically a copy of each other. Each product is a copy of each other. Each product is a replica of each other. So इसीलिए वहाँ पे जो भी प्रोडक्ट्स बनाए जाते हैं, अगर एक जगह पे हम लोग नहीं खरीद सकते या फिर एक जगह पे हम लोग नहीं खरीदना चाहते तो दूसरी जगह पे जाके खरीदेंगे, then it does not make any much difference. So the demand curve as indicated would be like this. So the demand curve would be like this, wherein on the y-axis we are measuring total fixed cost, and here we would be measuring output, and this is the fixed cost curve. Okay, fixed cost curve is like this. Here demand curve of an individual firm is also its average revenue and its marginal revenue. So demand is equal to average revenue is equal to marginal revenue. This implies the assumptions of large number of seller and product homogeneity imply that individual firm in pure competition is a price taker. Its demand curve is infinitely elastic. Demand curve of such an industry is infinitely elastic. And a firm can, which indicates that a firm can sell any amount of units or output at prevailing market price. Firm can sell any amount of output at prevailing market price. Now the next characteristic of or next feature of the perfect perfectly competitive market is the free entry and exit of firms. Free entry and exit of firms states that there are no barriers to entry or exit from industry. कोई भी फर्म एंटर हो सकता है, कोई भी फर्म एग्जिट हो सकता है. Entry or exit may take time, but firms have freedom to movement in and out of the industry. So any firm, if it wishes, can enter the market and can exit the market. If industry earns abnormal profits, now there are two scenarios. First scenario is abnormal profits. If an industry is earning, in the industry the firms are earning abnormal profits, then new firms would be attracted to enter, thereby the profits return to normal level. On the other hand, when there are abnormal losses or there are losses, few firms exit the industry and due to it the supply will reduce. So when supply reduces, what happens is demand remains constant. Demand is constant. Supply reduces, so prices increase, and which leads to profits for the remaining firms. So यहाँ पे raising price will wipe away the losses which the company is incurring at that moment. So what happens is equilibrium becomes much more simpler to achieve in a perfect competition because everything is working according to the market forces. मार्केट फोर्सेस के हिसाब से ही सारी चीज़ें चल रही है, इसीलिए कहीं ना कहीं पे इक्विलिब्रियम अटेन करना बहुत ही ईजी हो जाता है in case of the firms which are working under perfect competition. Then the fourth feature is absence of government regulation. Now, government regulation is not there in case of perfect competition. The government regulation may be in forms of government regulation. Government regulation may be in form of subsidy. It can be in form of tariffs. It can be in form of aid, So such an aid or tariff or subsidy is not there, which is not going to influence the production or demand of a particular product. As a result, if these assumptions are fulfilled, it is called pure competition, which requires fulfillment of some more conditions. अगर ये चार conditions हमारे satisfy होते हैं तब हम लोग pure competition की तरफ जा रहे हैं. So there are certain additional conditions as well which have to be fulfilled in order to attain the status of pure competition. The first one among them, the fifth overall factor for perfect competition or fifth overall feature of perfect competition is that there is perfect mobility of factors of production. Perfect mobility of factors of production. फैक्टर्स ऑफ प्रोडक्शन परफेक्टली मोबाइल होते हैं हो तभी आप वहाँ पे ये कह सकते हो कि दैट देर इज़ परफेक्ट कॉम्पिटिशन. ना परफेक्ट मोबिलिटी ऑफ फैक्टर ऑफ प्रोडक्शन मीन्स दैट द फैक्टर ऑफ प्रोडक्शन कैन मूव फ्रॉम वन firm to another firm in the economy freely. वो फ्रीली एक जगह से दूसरी जगह पे मूव ऑन कर सकता है. रॉ मटेरियल्स एंड अदर फैक्टर्स आर नॉट मोनोपोलाइज्ड. ओके, रॉ मटेरियल and other factors are not monopolized. Not monopolized means that no one firm has a control over all of these factors of production. Then the labor is not unionized. Labor is not unionized. Unionization of labor means कि establishment of trade unions and in such case trade unions नहीं exist करते हैं in perfect competition. Perfect competition में trade unions नहीं होंगे. कोई एक firm raw materials को control नहीं कर रहा होगा. कोई एक ही firm different factors of production को भी नहीं control कर रहा होता है. Then in short, there is perfect competition in the factor market. So यहाँ पे perfect competition create करने के लिए we need to have perfect competition in the factors market as well. After that, the next factor, which is next feature of perfect competition, is perfect knowledge. Perfect knowledge as in the case means that it is assumed that buyers and sellers, okay, perfect knowledge on part of buyers and sellers. Buyers and sellers have complete knowledge, about the conditions of the market, As a result, what happens? This knowledge is not does not refer to just the current periods. Knowledge is not limited to current periods and current situations, but it also includes knowledge about future conditions. Future conditions as well. As a result, information of these is would allow them to prepare in a better manner for um, uncertainties and as they have knowledge about the future, so इसीलिए वहाँ पे uncertainties होने की possibility ही नहीं रहती. When there is no knowledge about the future conditions or future trends which might be prevalent, then there would be a possibility of uncertainty. But because the businesses know as to what is going to happen in future, or how the market is going to react in future, or how the demand is going to react in future, they need not to worry about uncertainties about the future developments. And the this perfect knowledge allows them to undertake activities in a much more simpler and better manner. The next condition or next feature is the seventh feature, that is absence of transport cost. Absence of transport cost. One of the major factors which lead to creation, or which leads to the increase or changes in cost, is due to the transportation cost which is there in order to transport the goods from one place to another. In a perfectly competitive market, it is assumed that there are no transport cost. Okay, as it is assumed that there is no transport cost, here the prices would be same across all the different markets which are prevalent in a particular area or particular country. Due to this, there is no difference between the prices which are available, prices of the products available across the country. So we'll continue about the short run equilibrium in the next part of this topic. Thank you everyone.